Hey everybody, it's me, Dina, your dating diva, and today we're going to discuss an article written by Andrea Sertash. And Andrea is an author, advice columnist, and host of the show On Dating, which is produced by NBC. And I happened to find this article on Oprah.com, and it was actually written back in 2010. So the name of the article is "What is Your Love Label?" And there are several. So, which reflects your attitude toward dating. First one, dating is fun. Second, I'm learning a lot. Where I am is exactly where I need to be. Third, I'm a great catch and attract great people. 4, I have faith. I know in my heart it will all work out. 5, dating sucks. 6, I'm losing patience. 7, I'm unlucky in love. And 8, I'm losing faith. There are no good guys or ladies left. For me, I would say it's a combination of a few of those. I'm kind of still more on the positive side than the negative side, but for me, dating is fun. I'm learning a lot, and where I am is exactly where I need to be. I know I'm a great catch, and I do attract great people. Not always for love, more so for friendship or for business or something like that. But I know I attract great people. But dating does really suck. And I say that because I'm 43, almost 44, and still dating. And this is not exactly where I plan to be at 44. So, what she says is that first, you must justify the perspective, whether it's negative or positive. So, why does dating suck? Why are you losing patience and faith, in your opinion? And ask yourself, is it possible that your dating success was less about luck and more about your choices in men or women? And if your label is more negative, try just picking a more positive label from the list and justify it, even if you don't agree with it at the time. Like one of the, so I say dating sucks, but dating is funny. And you've heard, if you've looked at some of my previous videos, you've heard some of my stories. Dating is funny. So, like most recently, I've dated 2 different men, one after the other, not at the same time. Names were very similar. In fact, there was 1 letter difference off of each of those names. So the first one, 5'2", shorter than me, and just total Napoleon complex. He thought he was bigger than the world, even though he was shorter than me. And the next guy was 6'3", a whole foot taller than me. So you talk about, funny. That is just hilarious to go from somebody who's shorter than me to someone who's a whole foot taller than me. I've even texted one instead of the other. Oops. Big no-no, right? The difference between A and an O. So you have to take your negative and make it a positive, basically. So try a new positive label and don't live your life on rewind, pause, and fast forward. Realize that being present and living life on play is more fulfilling. And you will undoubtedly attract more men or women when you are present and enjoying your life right now. And I totally agree with that. Taking some of your negatives and making them a positive. So if you had settled down, like for instance, where I am is exactly where I need to be. So if you had settled down, had kids, and done all that, you may not have realized your professional goals. Or, if you hadn't dated a bunch of jerks, you wouldn't have learned so much of what you want and what you need and what you will accept and what you won't accept. So justifying where you are is where you need to be. And that will leave you open and ready to find a new healthy relationship. So, after justifying both sides, one that reinforces how difficult dating is and one that reaffirms your faith in the process, which perspective do you prefer? The reality is that all of the love labels from the list, from the very best vantage point of dating to the worst, can be true for you depending on the day or the hour. In dating and in life, for that matter, we settle on a perspective and then we collect evidence to support our outlook. If you believe that all men are jerks, you will inevitably spot all the jerks around town. Guilty. If you wear the label always the friend, I can assure you that most men won't see you as the sexy woman you are. And that tends to be, for me, like I'll I'll go on a date, expecting some kind of relationship out of it, and they end up friends. And I have a few of those. And, I don't mind that so much because now I have a great friend. And who wants to ruin a friendship with a relationship, with a love relationship, if it's not there? So you may be so accustomed to the negative self-talk that you have forgotten you actually have a choice in the matter. Perspective is a choice you make every day. Very true. With little practice, you can teach yourself to reframe a situation to find the blessing, or at least the humor in dates or relationships that do not work. And I try to put a positive spin on all of my relationships, whether they, stick around for a while or whether they're, one date and you're gone. So you got to take something from that experience. You always have to take something from it, or else it is a wasted experience. You have to learn something. You are certainly entitled to days during which you vent and complain about bad dates. But if you are single and hoping to find a partner, you must commit to wearing a more permanent love label that embraces a positive perspective about yourself, the men around you, and the process. Doing this is easier than you may realize because somewhere inside you do have faith in the process, or you would have already given up on dating completely. So true. So, my dating dare, as is her dating dare, is for you this month to try on a new positive label. Justify why it's true and commit to saying it every day. Once you do this, you'll notice who you attract and see who shows up. More importantly, see how you show up. See how it affects you. See how it affects the people that you attract. So that is our article for today, and hopefully I will see you next time. Please leave any comments, suggestions, stories, questions, anything that you want to say. Please hit me up at datingdiva7@yahoo.com. That's datingdiva7@yahoo.com. And I'll see you guys next time.